Hello there. I hope you're keeping safe. You're sanitizing, you're washing your hands, you're keeping a safe distance, and you're following the instruction as per the World Health Organization and the Ministry of Health and the government at large. Today, I would like to talk about 7 ways to stay productive while working at home. All of us know that our lives will change significantly, especially after this coronavirus epidemic. Working from home will become more of a norm than an exception. So today we'd like to cover these 7 ways. And I would like to mention that employers and government has asked us to work from home. It is very important to know that this thing can go either way. There are those who think working from home is having a holiday. There are those who think it's a vacation. There are those who think this is the time to sleep. No, it is not. You need to offer value to your employer, and especially at this time. You have had companies, especially in the tourist industry, airlines, they are reducing people's salaries by half. Some companies are even downsizing. If this thing stays for longer, it will be catastrophic, especially where your employment are concerned. You also don't want to show your employer that you are redundant. This is the time to be careful by offering value. So you are asking yourself, how do you stay at home and still be as productive as ever? This is a tricky subject. Most of you are not used to it. Myself, I'm also not used to it, but I have 7 tips that I think are practical, and I'll start right away. The first thing is to communicate consistently. You can see me with my laptop here. I have my chargers here. This is the time to ensure that your phone is on. 8 to 5. This is the time to ensure that you can be able to reply to your emails promptly. This is also the time to ensure you are available online. I know there's people who will be tempted to sleep, to binge watch, to stay with the kids, to go to the fridge and get some yogurt, to make some tea and all that kind of stuff. Please ensure you're reachable for any communication, for any clarification. Communicate clearly and consistently. Be available. Number 2, you have to plan your work before you start the day. Being at home is a bit relaxed. For most people, they'll actually forget where they are, that they are at work. The mindset of work comes so clearly when you get to the office. But when you're at home, it is very difficult to think that you're in the office. So you have to plan your day. You have to activate the productivity tips that you know of. You have to know what to do when. You have to track your progress. You have to have time for unseen situation. Like your kid will disturb you. I know that for a fact. I have one. There are many other things that will happen. You have to plan for that time. So you wake up, write everything that you need to do for that day based on your employer's objectives for the day or for the month or for the year. Then ensure you follow them one at a time. Allocate time. You may go to get some tea. You may be called by someone and stuff like that. The essence is ensure you are productive. Number 3, you need to choose a specific place inside your house where you cannot be interrupted. This is where you can do your task so uninterrupted. If you look at the way you work we work, especially in the workplace, you don't allow your colleagues to just interrupt you when you're working. It is the same concept at home. For some, they may have some desk where they study, where they do work. For some, you need to look at a place. You have to be a bit innovative. Maybe for some, of course not in the kitchen. For some, maybe you have to do it maybe in your dining area. You have to prepare the place such that you have your phones here, your notebooks here, everything that you need. Ensure that you know that this place is my working place. Ensure that you set it up in a way that you know this is the place I'll be working from. We don't know how long the offices will be closed, how long you'll work remotely. Ensure it is as much as good as it is possible for your mindset. Number four, you need to invest in a good internet connection. For those who are lucky to have fiber, these days we have 4G in our areas, especially most people are working, especially from towns. Ensure you have a connection that will not disrupt your work. You keep connecting, it is going down here and there. Just prepare yourself. Remember, this is your job. This is something that is important to you. There are those who will say, I don't have bundles, but I have to remind you one thing. Remember, you are working from home, you're not maybe paying fueling your car to go to work, or you're not paying matatus. You might save 100 or 200 per day. You may be able to buy 1 or 2 GB that is required for you to work at home. Basically, what I'm saying, your work is important. You can't afford to have excuses for it. Number five, discourage as much as possible interruptions at home. I said your kid will try to disrupt you as much as possible. If you need to lock yourself, that is okay. You'll also be having disruption. There are people who will go to the fridge, like I said, to look for something to munch or something to eat once in a while. There are those who will feel sleepy. There's no discipline, just go sleep. You thought you'd sleep for 10 minutes, you sleep for 3 hours. The day is over, no one can be able to reach you. As many interruptions as possible. Some will try to go and wash your boss. Some will try to go and wash the clothes, organize something. Avoid those disruptions as much as possible. And you have to be deliberate. You have to have decided that you will not do that. So you need to have that plan. Number six, train your children to be productive and disciplined. That's something else that is very important. Some of our children are school-going children and they are also at home with you. There are those who have a curriculum that they are following online. There are those who is everything goes. So you have to train them to be productive. You have to have a plan for the day for them, which is of course written somewhere, and you have to ensure they follow their plan. There's time for homework. There's time to go out and play. These days we are not going out for obvious reasons. So there's time for games. There's time for lunch. There's time maybe to sleep for the younger ones and stuff like that. Ensure you have such a plan. Number seven is exercise. This is extremely important. For us who keep going to the gym, most of the gyms are closed. For others who go for those Zumba classes, all of them are closed. What happens now? You need a time, especially in the morning, or for those who can't in the evening, an hour or 30 minutes to 1 hour to be able to exercise. This is extremely important. This is the time to use those DVDs that people buy from town for exercising from your TV. If you have, of course, most people might have a good internet connection. Make use of Google, make use of YouTube. There are so many apps that you can download to help you exercise at home. So there is no excuse about this. 30 minutes to 1 hour will be enough. But I would also like to say there are so many tools that you can be able to use to be able to stay connected with your colleagues, especially for things like meeting. We have Google Hangouts. We have one that I downloaded today called Zoom. We have GoToMeeting. We have there are quite a number. You just need to Google. Tools that can help you connect, especially for video call, for audio, for meetings. So be very keen, be very deliberate when you're at home. Remember to be productive, to be valuable. Ensure you keep your job, you keep the company running, especially for your employer. They need to be afloat for the next few months. You are the person to help. And if you don't do it, the company might go down. You may lose your job also. The company might also not go down, but they might realize you are actually redundant or you are not needed anymore, especially in regard to your services. So be very keen, be productive, and I know this thing will be over. Before I finish, remember to wash your hands. Remember to keep social distancing. Remember to follow the Ministry of Health, the government, on their instruction and directives, and keep safe. Keep your family safe. Keep our country safe. Thank you so much. Have a nice afternoon. Have a great one. And I hope you'll be valuable and productive